Hello everybody, and welcome back to a brand new video on Hypixel Skyblock. So a few months back, I made my Floor 7 Frag running guide, and a lot of people said this was a really great guide, but I made that video, and since then a lot of things have changed in Skyblock. Most notably, strength has been nerfed, sword swapping has been patched, and healing is no longer as much as it was before. So in this video, we're going to be going over how you can frag run just as easily as before with new items, and how you guys can be on your way to acquiring stuff like a Hyperion. So first, let's go over what frag running is. So frag running essentially is where you rush into the floor 7 blood room, and you want to kill the laser and the diamond giants. So as you can see right now, a Diamante's handle is going for over 1.1 million coins. And this is the main way you can make money with frag running. Essentially, you get Diamante's handles and you sell them on the auction house for lots of profit. And this can still make you around 5 million coins an hour, which is really good. So first of all, let's look at the very basic armor set that you're going to want when frag running. So if you're frag running, using Necron armor or Shadow Assassin will be a great option. And the 3/4 variant is the best. But for the helmet, you should not be using a Shadow Assassin helmet or a Necron helmet. Instead, I recommend getting the golden variant of the boss heads. So for floor 7 frag running, as you can see here, I have this really good diamond Necron helm. And as you can see, the golden Necron head is a really good item. It'll give you a lot of health and strength and everything in dungeons. And you're definitely going to want this helmet, especially considering how cheap it is. And if you're doing floor 6 frag running, then similarly, you want to use a golden sedan head. So now let's look at the classes and gear that you're going to want. So when you're frag running, I recommend having a Juju short bow. This is going to be your main weapon when frag running. But the Juju short bow is a very expensive bow. So let's see some alternatives. So if you're frag running to save up for a Juju short bow, then a great alternative that I really recommend is the Flower of Truth and the Phantom Rod. So the Phantom Rod is great for the mini bosses, and the Flower of Truth is going to be great for clearing. And the good thing about Flower of Truth is that you can sword swap with it. So if you have an OFA weapon of any kind, you can do lots of damage. And for the pet, a baby Yeti pet is absolutely a really good pet for frag running. It's going to keep you alive, and you'll still be able to do large amounts of damage. However, if you're slightly a richer player, you can use a tiger pet or a damage-based pet. And if you want to get more efficiency in frag running, then replace your Necron boots with Spirit or Maxer boots. So now we have looked at the different gear that you're going to need for frag running, and it's really less. In terms of healing, I recommend getting some basic healing items, and I'd say that some good healing items are going to be a Florid Zombie Sword, this is really good, and a Wand of Atonement, but you won't really need more than that. So yeah, let's get into a frag run and see how this setup will go. Alright, so now we're in a floor 7 run. So to get the frag run, you're going to need to get a frag bot. And for this, I recommend the Frag Bots Discord server. It's a great Discord server to get all your frag running bots. So for this test, we're not going to be using the Juju short bow, because a lot of players frag run to be able to afford this weapon. Instead, we're going to be using the far cheaper Flower of Truth and Phantom Rod combination. Now keep in mind that my Phantom Rod does have Bane of Arthropods on it, not Smite, so you're going to be doing a lot more damage with Smite on it. And also, I recommend an Ice Spray Wand, but this is not necessary. So we are not using that much money of gear right now, it's pretty cheap. And don't play Archer class, I recommend Berserker class for the healing. And yeah, let's just get right into the frag run. And I'm not going to be using my Hyperion at all during the run. So yeah, let's do this. So going into the run, as you can see, we have a Lost Adventurer here. So we can freeze the Lost Adventurer, then we can hook it, like that. And as you can see, we can just go like this, and we can do a lot of damage to the mob, and we can do it from a distance as well. And this is going to be really good. So now we can basically just run through the rest of these mobs, because we're not really needing them to do anything. As you can see, we're not taking much damage, and we can basically just run right through. we go. As you can see, that was like a really slow blood rush because I was commentating and because I'm lagging a lot. Sorry about the lag. I'm on a really bad laptop right now. But anyway, now we're on to the blood room, and for this we're going to be using the Phantom Rod yet again. It's just such a good weapon, the Phantom Rod. So yeah, we're going to be hooking onto the giant, and we're going to basically just tank out everything else. So the Phantom Rod's good because sometimes the giant, as you can see, gets stuck up here. So now we can just hook it down and do a lot of damage to the giant. And as you can see, with this amount of damage, we're able to kill it pretty fast. So as you can see, we just killed it right there. And you can also do the same thing on Bonzo. So we can just do like this, hook Bonzo, and we can just do lots of damage to Bonzo as well. So yeah, the Phantom Rod is one of the best weapons for frag running. Really good weapon, and really cheap as well. So that was basically a frag run with these two weapons. So I know I was lagging a bit, but basically for clearing you use the Flower of Truth, and for other stuff you use the Phantom Rod, and I really recommend this setup. So basically these are the only two weapons that you're going to need for frag running. I'm not going to make a super long guide, and this will definitely help you. The Juju Sherpa is a lot better than both of these weapons, and you can play Archer class with it. But most people frag run to afford the Juju Sherpa and eventually the Hyperion. So these two weapons, definitely recommend it. The Flower Truth is so cheap right now, as well as the Phantom Rod, really cheap weapons. And on top of this, you can always get an OFA weapon like a Shadow Fury to make the Flower Truth even better. So yeah, that's the video everyone. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys all later. Bye.